How do you get over a pet's death? Just remind yourself that you gave them the best life that you possibly could and they loved you endlessly. Death is natural and normal in this life. You were lucky enough to experience such a beautiful shared bond. Cherish it and look back on your friend with joy. You never really get over it, but it hurts less over time. You get a new pet and show that new pet the same love and care as the old pet because that is what the old pet would want. Time. Honestly. Let yourself grieve. Heart. I cried a lot. I felt like I've lost a part of me. It didn't make sense at those times it happened. But with time, and it happening more times as I grew old, I understood that it was good for both of us. I envy them. They were able to live life to their fullest. Till their last breath. With us taking care of them. But we are the ones that have to live with them gone. And we are happy for them being happy. So I am grateful for that relationship of trust. I'll always be here for you. So you can show me how to live a happy life. It's time. Take yours. You mourn them. You move through your grief at your pace. You honor their memory in ways that are meaningful to you. You do not allow others to dismiss your grief. And when you are ready and your heart tells you it is time, you get another pet. Grief is the price we pay for having loved deeply. Let time do its work. As the old Persian saying goes, this too shall pass. Happy moments will come again. You'll never get over it. But you can get through it. Time. I mean, it's been 8 and 9 months for me cause 2 of my dogs died a month apart and I still sometimes get sad about them but had to move on. I'm trying to figure the same thing out. I lost my sweet girl last month and still dealing with missing her. Adopted a new cat which helps a lot but there are still those rough spells. Adopting a new one. Keep sharing the love I gave the former until his last moments. Living up to his legacy and loving and caring for the next one as much as the former. Give it time. It's okay to grieve your pets just as you would humans. We love them and they love us. If you're in a situation where you have to put them down, remind yourself that they're not suffering anymore and go into the room with them so that they don't feel scared. You don't. After my cat passed away, I could never get attached to any other animal. I miss them every day, but I like to remember the funny moments the cat gave me. Slowly over time it hurts less. It eventually gets better. This hurts. My puppy is only 3 months old and I've already come to love him so much and I fear the day he departs. I love to think that my cat's ghosts still hang around my home. And that my younger cats can see them at night when I'm asleep and they all just hang out quietly. Also a likely reason for the midnight zoomies. I'm sorry for your loss. No, all dogs go to heaven and grieve as long as you need. Maybe one day you'll get another dog. You don't. I felt almost broken when 2 of our rabbits died. I can't even imagine how I'll feel when my cat, who's 15 years old, will pass. Like others have said, it gets easier to deal with as time goes on. But it will always be sore nonetheless. That's the neat thing. You don't. When I was 12, I found one of my dogs dead in my backyard. Because my other dog killed it. Both of them died that day. That was like 10 years ago and it took around a year or so before I was over it completely. But everyone's different because my brother got PTSD from the incident. But for me, I just ended up thinking less and less about it every day, and just now is the first time I've thought about it in weeks. It's like asking how do you get over not eating? It's impossible and you just learn to cope with it but never get over it. I'm considered a psychopath for this. I say goodbye and move on. Maybe I get a new pet. Maybe I go to bed. It's a pet. It's like losing a family member. They aren't coming back, so I carry on. Bury it somewhere nice, like under a tree, knowing one day I'll see them again, once my time has come to cross that rainbow bridge. Get a new pet. Yeah, your old pet was cool, but your next one will be awesome too. I grew up on a farm. It was a common occurrence. The only one that was hard was my cat, Spartacus. He died fighting a snake underneath the house. The snake bit him. He killed the snake, but he died from the venom. It's just time, really. Remember the good times. Remember they had a good life. The best thing is getting a new pet. It sounds shallow, but it actually is not. The need for caring for another animal makes the first, most jarring period much easier. If you give the new pet all the love you gave before, you are both be happy. You don't, but you try to make up for it by spoiling your next pet. Occasional bouts of ugly cries. And visit the local SPCA and take the staff snacks and talk to the fur babies in their cages. Time does heal though. Have a new pet. It might take some time but will heal it. My family has a bad track record with pets. You get used to it after a while. Doesn't make it less sad exactly, but you don't get as attached to begin with.